So, thank you for being here, Chad, and I really appreciate you being here for today for this short interview. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your profession?
Yeah, thank you for having me. My name's Chad Tailor. I am an actor, a filmmaker, and an instructor here at Toronto Film School.
And so on. And my first question is, what made you decide to become a producer and an instructor in your profession?
Well, what led me on this journey was coming to Toronto Film School, attending as a student in the acting program. And it was in my third term of the acting program that I got my first taste of being a filmmaker and what it was like to be a director and producer and create my first film. And that really gave me great inspiration to keep going with that, with the filmmaking career. So after Toronto Film School, after graduating, I started my own production company. And I started doing short films and some commercials, some promotional content for businesses, feature films as well. And I've just kept that going. And what led me to being an instructor was that the school, my program director, Hart Massey, asked me to come back and teach what I've learned to the new students. And I really enjoy being an instructor a lot and sharing my knowledge with them and collaborating with them, inspiring them just how I was inspired when I came here.
That's good to know. My second question is, what are the challenges you face in your everyday career as an actor, producer, and an instructor?
The challenges I face in my career is definitely, the number one is time management. To be an actor, director, producer, writer, and instructor, it's a balancing act, and also to have a personal life once in a while. So when I go into a project, I want to be fully involved, and I want to commit as much time and energy to that project as I can. So really managing my time, judging for myself what projects are worth my time and energy. I choose my own path, but I always make sure that I have enough time to dedicate to everything.
It's wonderful. My third question is, do you have any expert philosophy or strategy in your career as a producer?
My strategy is definitely to be a yes man when I'm producing a project or when I'm acting in a project. I want to give everything that the directors want from me. So I like putting as much time into that role or that position as I can. As an actor, I really want to understand the director's vision for the character. I really want to, deliver the best performance I can and do as much research to make that character believable and bring it to life on screen. And when I'm working as a producer with the director, again, directors can ask for so many things. And as a producer, my job is to try and get all of those resources together for that director, and as much as I like to be a yes man, sometimes I do have to say no. If sometimes their expectations are unrealistic based on the budget or whatever, and but yeah, I like to be a yes man first off. Like I'm forever an optimist.
That's great. Is it difficult to become an instructor as a teacher at Toronto Film School?
It's challenging being an instructor too, and teaching filmmaking or teaching acting, because students come in all shapes and sizes and capabilities and skill levels, and sometimes we're dealing with big groups, and again with time management, I always want to give enough time to each student. To see them, develop their skills, right, and to see them grow. And, you know, I love challenging students and bringing out the best in them, right? At the end of the term, if a student has learned something and grown, you know, personally and professionally, then I feel like I've done my job.
And what is your greatest strength as a producer and a teacher?
I would say one of my greatest strengths is my organizational skills. I love planning and organizing and logistics and scheduling, and really bringing everything together. Again, I think it comes down to when I was younger, I was always, you know, a boss with my siblings, telling them what to do, when to do it, getting things done. So I think that's kind of translated into me being a producer and a team leader as well. So I think that's one of my greatest strengths.
And my last question is, what advice would you give for those who are new entrepreneurs in this field of studying the arts?
One piece of advice that I would give to anybody in this industry that you need to keep going. Determination and perseverance is going to get you somewhere in the future. You know, I'll speak to it on different levels. So as an actor, you know, we have to be ready to go at any moment, and we deal with a lot of rejection as well. You know, it's very competitive out there, so we don't always get the roles that we want, right? So if being an actor, you have to have something else to support yourself as well, you know, until you make it big. But you need to keep going, and you need to be ready to go at the drop of a hat for an audition, for a callback, for a role, right? Sometimes you have to drop everything in life just to take that role once you get it. You know, and I think that there's no set path to success in this industry. So there's no formula that is like, you know, 1 + 2 will get you success, right? So I really find it's just about putting yourself out there as an actor, as a filmmaker, you know, sharing your work with others, collaborating with others, getting your work shown in festivals, right, in different places where people can see the work that you've done. Because again, this industry is all about networking as well, right? And you never know who you're going to meet and potentially what door they could open for you in the future, right? So I say if you have the passion to keep doing this, then you should keep doing this, right? If you love it, it's going to show in your work, and somebody will recognize that.
That's great. Yeah. Well, Chad Taylor, thank you very much for your time for today, and I really appreciate you being here for this interview.
All right,
I wish you well for your success in life.
Thank you.